What's the matter with everyone this merry morn?
I always think there's something rather foreign about high spirits at breakfast. Now, I shall be supervising the departure if anyone wants me.
He seems a bright spark after poor old Taylor. And to think Taylor's gone off to run a tea shop. I cannot feel it will make for a very restful retirement, can you?
I would rather be put to death, my lord.
Quite so. Thank you, Carson.
If you need anything washing through, give it to me tonight.
And me. We'll get you shipshape.
I'm quite nervous now it's happened. What's there to be nervous about?
You're nervous because you're intelligent, Alfred. Only stupid people are foolhardy. Hello? This is Downton Abbey. Carson the butler speaking. Hello. This is Mr. Carson the butler of Downton Abbey. To whom am I speaking? I'm not shouting. Well, who are you? Ah, Mrs. Gaunt. No, I don't want to place a call. I was practicing my answer. Well, I dare say a lot of the things you do sound stupid to other people. As it is, my lord, we may have to have a maid in the dining room.
Cheer up, Carson. There are worse things happening in the world.
Not worse than a maid serving a duke.
So you're quite determined?
It's a hard decision, your lordship. A very hard decision. But the honour of Downton is at stake.
Well, you have heard the voice of His Majesty King George V. What do you think, Carson? Mrs. Hughes, the King on the wireless.
I prefer to think of him on his throne, my lord.
To me, it's a good thing to make him less of a myth, more of a man.
Well, I hope you've all taken something of value from it.
Who do you call? No one you know has got one.
Well, they will have. You'll see.
Might I inquire why my pantry has become a common room?
Sorry, Mr. Carson. But do you know how it works?
Of course I do.
Will you show us?
Certainly not. A telephone is not a toy, but a useful and valuable tool. Now, get back to your work. Why are you coming in this way?
I'm the manager here now, Mr. Carson. Or had you forgotten?
No, I had not forgotten. And will you be moving into your old room, or should we prepare a guest bedroom?
I'll sleep in my old room, thanks. So, are we ready for the big invasion? Because they'll be here at tea time.
We'll have to be ready, won't we, Thomas?
We will, Mr. Carson. And it's Sergeant Barrow now.
Acting sergeant, I believe.
It's for your desk.
What made you think of that?
It's good for you to be reminded you once had a heart. And it'll reassure the staff to know you belong to the human race.
This frame looks expensive. She was pretty, though, wasn't she?
She was. Very pretty. And I'm sure she was very nice. And now you can look at that and remember her.
You're right, Mrs. Hughes. I will. The business of life is the acquisition of memories. In the end, that's all there is. Thank you. Can I help?
I wanted to ask you, man to man, If anything's going on between Daisy and the fellow working at the Ritz.
Going on? Nothing goes on in any house where I'm in authority.
Of course not. I didn't mean that.
What did you mean?
I think you know.
The fellow is called Alfred. There is no romance between him and Daisy. He has left our employ. I doubt they'll meet in the future.
Because I wouldn't like to push in where I'm not wanted.
Lady.
I'm sorry to bother you so late, but I think you know why I've come. To apologize.
You have nothing to apologize for. I pushed into your room and I spoke impertinently.
I suppose you know my grandmother agrees with you.
That doesn't surprise me. So does this mean you've decided to return to the land of the living? Because if so, I'm glad.
It means that I know that I've spent too long in the land of the dead.
We were very fond of Mr. Crawley, you know, my lady. All of us.
I...
You cry, my lady. You have a good cry. That's what's needed now. And when you're ready, you can get to work. Because you are strong enough.
Yeah.
You're strong enough for the task.
But am I, Carson? That's the point. Papa doesn't seem to think so.
Don't you owe it to Mr. Crawley to protect his work? To fight for the changes he made? To steer Downton in the right direction?
I know I can always count on you for a draft of self-confidence whenever I start to doubt.
And you will always find one here. I don't think I should.
Go on. It's Christmas. Let's toast your new house.
Maybe I should mention one thing. You say your new house, but it isn't only mine.
No?
No. I've registered it in both of our names. I hope you don't mind, but I hate to change a plan when there's no need.
Mr. Carson, I'm very appreciative, really. But I can't accept.
Why not?
Who knows what the future may hold? Or how much longer we'll even be here? Suppose you want to move away and change your life entirely. You don't want to be stuck with me.
But that's the point.
What is?
I do want to be stuck with you.
I'm not convinced I can be hearing this right.
You are, if you think I'm asking you to marry me. Well?
Well, you could knock me down with a feather.
And you're not offended?
Oh, Mr. Carson, I can assure you the very last thing in the world that I am at this moment is offended.
You can take as long as you like. I won't press you, because one thing I do know. I'm not marrying anyone else.
Well, then.
What exactly are we celebrating?
We're celebrating the fact that I can still get a proposal at my age.
And that's it?
Of course I'll marry you, you old booby. I thought you'd never ask.